Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back. Woo! I am so happy to be here. Ooh, 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 ooh. How is everybody doing on this beautiful Tuesday evening? Welcome back. We went to start of the season. I got to give you all the deets of what's going on with that ship. We actually acquired, hold on, wait a minute. It's right here. We actually acquired Sailor from Star of the Sea. So Sailor made it up there. So I'm trying to get something little from all the different ships that we have been. I actually have something that I actually got for one of you guys from Star of the Seas. I did not put it out there in public that there was going to be a giveaway because I'd rather give it to the people that come here to the community on every Tuesday. And I'd rather that you guys have it because sometimes when you put giveaways, everybody comes in and they don't support the channel as much. So I'd rather not mention anything, and whoever's here that is always on our community will get to have this amazing Star of the Seas. Ooh, what can it be? Ooh, it is really cool though. So welcome in everybody. So later in the show, I'm going to give you a question, and whoever answers that question within an amount of time will get a Star of the Seas backpack. I got a Star of the Seas backpack for you guys. So yes, it is right here sitting in my lovely desk. It's right here, Star of the Seas. It's brand new. Nobody has used it. And it is a backpack that you can actually put together, and you can actually form it as a backpack. It's really cool. Like when you're, going out on cruises, you could just put it in a little thing. And if you buy a lot of stuff, you can put everything in there and you can carry it on. It is the coolest stuff that I saw on Star of the Seas. And I said, you know what? I need to get one of those for you guys. But welcome into the show. Super happy to be back. We're going to talk about Star of the Seas today. I actually got a cap. Let me see. See, you can see it's a Star of the Seas. And it's green, guys. This time it is green. I have an icon and I have a Utopia one. I've been collecting all of the different caps that Royal Caribbean has given us as whenever we go for these trade shows. But first of all, thank you so much, Royal Caribbean, for inviting me over to checking out Star of the Seas. Welcome in. Mama Nancy and the Queen of Disney is here. I know I got to do it like this so you guys can see. It says Star of the Seas because the light doesn't let you guys see. Oh, there it is, Star of the Seas. So thank you so much, Royal Caribbean, for the invitation. Boy, those 3 days not only went super fast, but they were all amazing. We did a stop at Perfect Day. It was just incredible. Everything was complimentary for the whole entire trip. So Royal Caribbean paid in full our entire trip. Cruise fare, gratuities, drink package, Wi-Fi, you name it. Everything was paid by Royal Caribbean. So thank you so much, Royal, again for that invite. I had such a great time. This ship is massive, guys. When I say it's massive, it is crazy huge. 3 days was not enough to cover the whole entire ship. We do have vlogs coming up for the tour. We're going to have a cabin tour, and we're going to have a specialty dining tour that I was able to do. But I also enjoy the ship, guys. Believe it or not, I actually enjoy the ships. There's a lot of really cool things to do. Like for instance, in the evenings, every evening they have a theme party. They had the Y2K one night, and then they had another night where it was like an all-white party, and then they had the balloon drop night, which it was at midnight. Look at me, at midnight. Every day in the promenade, there's some theme party going on. And let me tell you, that place was packed. Even though that in our sailing, we were not at full capacity, we were about 68% on there. I will give you some information on this ship. I got some notes and I wanted to share with you guys. So Star of the Seas, for those of you that don't know, Star of the Seas has 20 total decks, 2,350 crew members, 2,805 staterooms, 5,610 guests at double occupancy, but this ship can fit up to 8,000 people. Their maiden voyage is going to be on August 31st of 2025. And obviously, as you guys know by now, the news, the godmother used to be Diana Ross, so now is she's an astronaut or something like that. So it's kind of cool. So on this ship, remember, there's 8 neighborhoods. So you have the Surfside, you have the highlights of the ship is the Surfside, Category G, the Aquadome, Crown's Edge, the Ultimate Family Townhouse. Talking about Crown's Edge, guys, check out the short that I just did. I just put it on today. My daughter did the Crown's Edge, so if you guys can go check it out. It's a short that I did. It's from the Crown's Edge. It is really cute, and she had a blast. So go check that out whenever you can. Put it on the comments. Let me know what you think about that Crown's Edge. For dining speciality on this cruise, we have the celebration table, chef's table, chopped grill, desserted. It's also one. Giovanni's Italian, hooked seafood, Izumi in the park, and the Lincoln Park Supper Club. Guys, the Lincoln Park Supper Club for the next 2 months, if this is something that you want to do, you have to book it when you get on board, and it's about $130 per person to eat there. So complimentary foods, oh my God, how much complimentary food was on this ship? It is ridiculous. So you have the Aquadome Market, you have Base Camp, El Loco Fresh, Park Cafe, Pearls Cafe. You have Sprinkles if you want ice cream. You have the Surfside Bar, the Surfside Eatery, the Groove, the Windjammer. But just keep in mind that when you go to the Aquadome, there's about 5 different complimentary areas there. You got the feta, la cochinita, you have the barbecue, you have the creperie there, and there's a Mai Tai. So that's 5 complimentary areas. A lot of people don't know about this area. It is complimentary. You find it in the Aquadome area, and it's called the Aquadome Market. If you are traveling on Icon or Star of the Seas, I do highly suggest that you guys go ahead and book your entertainment ahead of time. And when you book your entertainment ahead of time, I also suggest you get there at least 30 to 45 minutes prior to your time, because seats will go like that. Just to let you guys know, because I checked everything out for you guys. Now, when it comes to bars on Star of the Seas, we have the 1400 Lobby Bar. Lord help us. That place was packed, jamming, and everything. Great cocktails. I don't drink cocktails, but I heard a lot about the cocktails there on the 1400 Lobby Bar. You have boleros, you got bubbles, cantina fresca, the dueling pianos, and that was packed to the brim every night. People were outside of the venue because there was no more seats. So if that's something that you enjoy, I suggest come at least 30 to 45 minutes and get some great seating. The Hideaway Bar, the Luz Music Hall, Playmaker Sport, Right and Bean is a must. If you like a espresso martini, they are the best espresso martinis there. The Schooner Bar, Spotlight Karaoke, Swim and Tonic is only for adults in Star of the Seas. The Attic, the Lemon Post, the Lime and Coconut. And I'm going to stop here at the Lime and Coconut. Lime and Coconut on Star has 2 floors on there. And they also actually added a huge jacuzzi area in there by the Lime and Coconut. You have the Overlook and the Thorn and Whistle. Those are all of your bar areas. And I probably missed a couple. For the kids and the teens, you have Adventure Ocean, Arcade, Baby Bay, Play Escape, Social 20, Splash Away Bay is for the children. Then they have other amenities. You know that this ship has 8 neighborhoods. They got Absolute Zero, the Aqua Theater, the Carousel, Casino Royale, Conference Center, Fitness Center, Flow Rider, jogging track, laser tag, medical center, mini golf, pools, rock climbing, Royal Escape Room, Royal Theater, Sports Court, the Groove Suites, the Sun Deck, the Overlooking Pods, which is amazing if you want to go check those out. Those are inside of the Aquadome Theater, the Pearl to drive for, and the Vitality Spa. And obviously, the most important thing inside of the Star of the Seas is called, what is it called, guys? It's right behind me. She is so cute. Mrs. Sailor. She is cute. She's about 6 months old. I did not get a chance to meet Sailor. Every time somebody said that she was somewhere, I went there and she was completely gone. So it was very hard to keep track of her. During those days, the ship is massive, it's huge, but she was on the ship. So yeah, so Sailor is one of the most important, little fur humans, or fur child, you can say, on this ship. So that's all compacted into everything that Star has to offer for you guys. I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't even purchase a specialty dining because there's really no need. There's so much complimentary options for you. Like the Pearl Cafe, I heard some people were talking that they close at 5 o'clock in the morning for the Pearl Cafe, and they offer all sorts of sandwiches, salads. They're all ready. It's just like grab and go. And that's on the promenade, on the middle of the promenade behind the actual Pearl. So it's just, that ship is great. And one of the cool things that ship, I noticed that it has, that once you go up you're on the promenade deck 5, you go up to the Pearl and you're inside the Pearl Cafe. Then on there's some stairs that take you straight to Central Park. You don't even have to go anywhere. You could just go from the Pearl Cafe straight up the stairs and boom, you're in Central Park. Crazy. Like it's crazy. The only thing that I will say that I find a little negative, and Royal, I hope that you change this on Legends of the Seas, is that Giovanni's does not belong on deck 6 on the promenade. Giovanni's is too good. Like the food is too good so that you can just be sitting there and everybody's walking back and forth through the actual venue. So it's not a close-in venue, it's an open venue in the middle of the promenade on deck 6. So it's right across from the Pearl. That's the only thing that I will say that I really didn't like. It's supposed to, I don't know, Giovanni's is a restaurant, so I feel that it's supposed to have its own venue. That ship is so big that I feel that they should have had a venue specifically just for Giovanni, to be honest with you guys. That's the only negative that I will see, that I actually saw from everything that Star has to offer for each passenger. Because think about it, you're paying a specialty dining, and anything that's happening on the promenade, you're actually going to hear it on Giovanni because it's open. It's literally open up. And then they have a bar, which is called the Giovanni's Wine Bar. And it's right in the middle of where everybody goes up and down. So you could be sitting there and there's people passing behind you left and right. If you see if you have seen some of the tours, if they went by Giovanni's, you're going to see what I'm talking about. I actually vlogged it for our tour that it should be coming shortly within the next day or two. So yeah, check that out and let me know your thoughts on that. Comment on the vlog if what do you think about that venue? Other than that, I didn't see anything negative other than that on Royal. I just hope that for Legends, they can move Giovanni's from there and put it in an own private venue. I think that people will like it more. I don't know if people like it that way, that it's out there in the promenade, to be honest, but you got some people that like that kind of stuff and other people that don't. Let's talk a little bit about the actual, the shows. Oh my word, the shows on this cruise. Torque. Let's start with Torque on the Aquadome. the talent on this ship is ridiculous. All these things that they did, it's just amazes me, all the talent that they have. Great show for Torque. Soul, which is this ice skating show. Oh my God, the talent. I love the music that they had there. I had a great time. I was dancing with this ice skating people because they have some great music, Hispanic music. They have some, they take you kind of like back to the Western kind of thing. Then they have some like Miami vibes in there. So it was really good. The show is about 50 minutes long. It was great, the entire show. But let's talk about Back to the Future, guys. Guys, hour and 50 minutes. And when I looked at before I went to the show, I'm thinking, oh my God, this is an almost 2 hour show. It has you from the moment the show starts to the moment it ends. Like you are literally like, I didn't even feel I was there for 2 hours. The show is amazing. Royal Caribbean, let me tell you, you actually took it out the park with Back to the Future. I had such a great time. You cannot film it. So there's no filming involved. There's no photography, none of that. They don't allow you to do none of that. So if somebody has it out there, kudos to them. It was not going to be me because I'm not going to have no problems with Royal Caribbean. I respect that. But let me tell you, the show was phenomenal. And I heard about the Wizard of Oz in Icon of the Seas. I've never been an Icon, so now I got to get an Icon to go check that out. But I can't wait to go one day back in Star just to sit there and watch Back to the Future. Let me tell you, we started off our day when we got to Port Canaveral. They had a DeLorean from the movie was there, like an actual car. And we took pictures with it. It was great. It was weird because when I came back, I was thinking, okay, they have it there so everybody can see, like everybody that's coming in on Star. But no, it was just for our sailing. I don't know if the sailing before us. Actually, there was no sailing before us. So it was just, I guess, for our sailing. They have the actual DeLorean. I actually took pictures of it. It's going to be on the vlog as well. So it's there with the little dog. The cutest thing. But let me tell you, when I watched that Back to the Future show, I was just like so happy because at the end, the car, guys, well, you know what? I shouldn't spoil it all at you guys. Are you guys going to go on Star? Do you guys want me to tell you what happens? No, I'm not going to tell you what happens with the car. I'm going to leave it there. You guys got to go check out Star of the Seas and check out Back to the Future. There's something really cool that happens with the car. I've never, ever seen something like that done in any other show before. So you guys got to go to Star to check it out. And right now, tomorrow there's a sailing. I think it's 4 days, and I think there's another 2 more sailings of 4, and then the 7-day sailing starts. So if you're looking on going to Star, I do highly recommend you see Back to the Future, and you're going to see something really cool that they did with that car. I'm still trying to figure out how the heck that Royal Caribbean did that. Because it is just crazy, but it was a lot of fun to see. So Royal Caribbean, kudos to you guys on that show. It was amazing. I can't wait to one day go back and check it out. Samara's asking, how was my room? I actually had a balcony ocean view. Thank you very much, Royal Caribbean, for my balcony ocean view. It was amazing. Let me tell you guys a little bit about this cabin. And thank you, Samara, for asking that question. The cabin is very spacious. One of the cool things that I loved about the bathroom, it actually has a little bench inside of your shower. So you can actually, for the ladies, you can actually sit and you can shave your legs and all of that stuff. So they has a little bench. They actually put your towels right on top of the bench so they don't get wet. The shower is bigger than other showers on other cruise, on other royal, like on Utopia when I went. This one was a little bit bigger. The room was a little bit bigger. It has more space, a lot of more connections, like for charging ports and things like that. Hi, Miss Jill. Thank you so much for being here. The shower on icon was great. I imagine the star was the same this time. Probably, Miss Jill. This one had like a little bench. I'm not sure the one on icon had that. But I did find that this cabin had a lot more cubbies and a lot of more places to put all of your stuff. Um, they had plenty of charging stations in the cabin. It came with a refrigerator. It actually, one of the cool things that I actually like, it has like a regular vanity and your desk, but it also on the side has a separate little desk that you can actually pull out, and you can kind of sit in the couch and work there. So that was really cool. Welcome in, David and Jason. Thank you so much, guys, for being here today. Thank you so much for being here. But yeah, they had all these great amenities. I love the very nice. I like the color scheme that they use on the cabins. We had a regular balcony cabin for us. Ours was not an infinity cabin. We were on deck 12, cabin 12220 was our cabin. So it was great. We actually saw a total of 16 cabins on there. So we saw interior, ocean view, accessible cabins. We saw royal lofts. We saw all the different types of suites. It was like 16 different cabin types. So that's a vlog on its own that is coming out for all of the different cabin categories that we saw. I will say, guys, and I will apologize right now, there was about 4,000 people on this place, and just everybody was trying to see the cabins. I like to have the cabin tour more like on a private where I can show more of the cabin, but that just wasn't happening. So I took as much as I could, and I tried to get out of the people's way as much as I could. The ultimate townhouse, which is kind of like where Sailor would be, which is the reason why they created the Sailor part of it. It was just too much people. You're gonna see it on the vlog. I did not get to even go to the second floor because the line was just ridiculous, out of this world. So what I did was I tried to go back 2 more days after, and it was just the same way. So I was not able to get you guys the ultimate townhouse, but I actually have the ultimate townhouse on Utopia, and it's the exact same cabin. So if you want to see the ultimate townhouse, you guys can go to the Utopia one and you can see it there. So my apologies to you guys. You're going to see the amount of massive people inside of these cabins, and you're going to understand. I was hoping that it would be less people, but they extended the invitation to everybody to go check out the different types of cabins. And since this was, a trade trip, so everybody had the same thing. We actually got really cool. We got these hats. Royal Caribbean gave us these hats. They also gave us a tumbler, and on the tumbler came a card, and we had to fill our tumbler with some stickers depending on the places that you went. And at the end, we got an actual really cool prize. And the price was some pins. It says Start of the Sea, and one is a Sailor on the other side. So more than likely, guys, if you are looking maybe to getting these specialized pins because nobody else is going to have them, I have seen some people putting them out on eBay for sale. I keep them because I went through a lot of work to get them. It was a lot that you had to do to get these pins. So I rather just keep them to myself. Give me a quick second. I'm sorry, I'm calling Jaden because I want to show you guys the pin. Give me a quick second. Do me a favor, go to my room. The bag that says Start of the Seas, can you bring it here? But I want to show you guys the pins. It was just great. We went through a lot to get these pins, but I do see them on eBay. People do put them on eBay. So if that's something that you're interested in, I don't know how much people are going to sell them for. To me, there will be no price to it because to me is like you went through a lot of work. It's something special for that they provided for you to, for you to be there, and something that nobody else is going to have. But people, I guess people do sell those kinds of stuff. I don't think Jada knows where it is. Yep.
This does not say Star of the Seas.
I know, but there's bring me my tumbler that is right there in the kitchen by the coffee. I'm gonna show you. Oh, look, I got one of these. I got Sailor. See? So this is something that I brought home. I also um I also brought, this is what they gave us when we finished our journey, and here they are. Star of the Seas, and that's Sailor. So this is the gift that they gave us. This is the tumbler that they gave us, and it comes with this. So it says Star of the Seas, and it tells you where to get all of your stickers. And it also gives you all of the different types of cabins, staterooms that are open for you to visit. And when you're done, this is what the tumbler looks like with all your stickers put. So once you have all your stickers, then you get this as a gift. I don't know how many of you guys collect these, but there's a Starbucks on board. So I actually got me the Star of the Seas Starbucks cup. I don't know how many people collect these kinds of things, but that's what I got, as a memory for my invitation. But I think the coolest thing was this little guy right here was the coolest thing. So I know a lot of people do they do collect these things. So I like to collect them depending on the ships that I've been on Starbucks. So I have a few. So I said, okay, let me pick up the Star of the Seas one. I do have a backpack I want to give away. Hello, Miss Katie. Thank you so much for being here. I do have a backpack that I want to give you guys, one of you guys. And I have a question for you guys. And you guys have literally, I'm going to give you guys a minute to answer the question. So if you guys have been listening, on the icon, they had a nice pin set, which I got. Yeah, they actually have really cool pin sets over there on icon. Let me tell you, this guy right here, this guy was selling out like that. People and the little kids that were on board. I actually brought one because I was thinking of putting it back there. So I got to find a place to put it. But I also bought this one, this little one right here. I also bought this one because I said, if this one is not going to make it to the board, at least I want to have at least one up there. But this little guy, he was being sold like hotcakes, like hot cakes. It was crazy. Let me get a stopwatch timers. Okay, so this is the question for you guys. We're going to do it now that we're 30 minutes into the program. There's about a few of you guys here. I know not everybody comments, but I'd rather that if you guys are on here, please participate because it's something that I brought for you guys. Not sure if anybody else is going to be giving anything out from Star of the Seas, but this comes directly from Star of the Seas. The question that I want to ask is, this is the question. What 3 shows does Star of the Seas have on board? What 3 shows does the Star of the Seas have on board? Starting now. You have 1 minute. Ooh, I wonder who's going to get this answer first. People are thinking, don't Google it. I told you all the shows. Let's see who's going to get it first. There's 3 shows, Samara, 3 of them. You have to name all 3. All right. Miss Jill, look at you, girl. Miss Jill got it, guys. Back to the Future, Torque and Soul. Miss Jill, I'm gonna send you this really cool. It's a backpack. It turns into. I don't want to open it because I don't want it, I'll mess it up. But once you open it, it looks like this, like a little bag. You can put it somewhere, and if you're shopping or anything, you just open it up, and it becomes a regular full size backpack. So, um, do me a favor, Jill. Send me an IM or text me to 813. Let me put my number out here. 813-608-2935. You could text me your address, and I will be more than happy to put it in the mail for you. I didn't get so but thank you all, see, for participating. I didn't want to, like I said earlier on the show, I didn't want to put in as today as like, welcome back from Star to Sea giveaway, because I wanted to make sure that we gave it away to the people that actually support the community here. A lot of people, when you put giveaways, everybody wants to come in from everywhere. And I wanted to make sure that one of the people from the community will get the gift. So, Jill, do you have IG? I do have IG. It's Traveling with Tinkerbell. So I do have IG, Facebook, Instagram. Let me see, TikTok and YouTube. Just send me your address privately, and this weekend, Miss Jill, I'll put it in the P.O Box for you. Not in the P.O Box, in the postal service, and I'll send it out to you. And yeah, congratulations, Miss Jill. Thank you so much. And thank you for your support, because I know you support the channel. So thank you so much. I'm super excited that you won it. Thank you for your support. I might put something little extra for you in there. So yeah, guys, let me tell you, if you're looking into, like, last night, guys, I booked a family of 4. They leave tomorrow, and I booked them last night on Star of the Seas, and I think it came out like to 2217 for an interior cabin. It's only like a 3-day cruise because it's from the 20 to the 24th. But if you think about it, even as a 3-day cruise, it's a really good deal for 4 people. So if you're looking on possibly going on Star of the Seas or something like that, let me know. I'll be more than happy to check out some group rates or rates that we have through Expedia, and maybe we could get you on Star and you can actually check it out. But if you are planning on going on Star, I will definitely highly suggest to check out all of their shows. Trust and believe, you're not going to be disappointed. It is just amazing. It is amazing, the shows that they have on there. Okay, thank you, Miss Jill. I'll make sure. Let me go in there real quick to make sure that I did receive it. Give me a quick second. Real quick. Let's see. Okay, I haven't received it yet, but I'm sure that you send it. So as soon as I get it, I'll send you a message back. The last message I got, it was from Dave. It was the last message I got. Um, but yeah, so just try to see if one day you can check out Star of the Seas. It has a lot of great amenities, especially, it's a family cruise for sure. I will say that due to the situation that happened on the Icon, on one of the slides, that same slide on Star was completely closed. Um, Okay, because I haven't received it, Miss Jill. So if you want to send me a text message, that'll be fine. On Star of the Seas, that same exact slide was closed because of the situation that happened on Icon. I know that I spoke to one person there, and they're more than likely going to remove the actual glass and maybe do something completely different, because it's still under investigation as to what really happened on Icon. But I just wanted to let you guys know that that specific slide was closed, and it will remain closed until they figure it out with what happened over there. What else? They have 6 slides on the back. So the Thrill Island is really cool. It actually feels like you're in Perfect Day, to be honest with you, because it has that hideaway beach area on the back for the adults only. And one of the things that I actually liked about that, it has its own DJ. So you have like really cool music playing if you like that. The only thing that it was a little kind of like, mm, I'm not a pool person. I love pools, don't get me wrong, but I'm not a pool person when it comes to cruising. But I noticed that it was packed on the hideaway. It was packed like all of the time on there. So, if you're looking to maybe getting, some hideaway time, maybe go like a little early or stuff like that. So they have that is right. The hideaway area is right next to the flow rider and Thrill Island. And then if once you continue to go towards the mid, then you find yourself on Chill Island. And on there, it was like very calm, collected. They do have the lime and coconut and stuff like that, but it was nice, calm, and collected on there. They had this new place called Deserted. I didn't get to try it, and I'm upset because it was just so much to do and so many things to try. I didn't get to try Deserted, but they actually have one, and it was like about $18, and it came with a little piñata on top, and it looked really good. A lot of people were getting some of those, and I'm like, oh, that looks really good. It was a lot of ice cream and whatever it is that they put on there, whatever concoction that thing was. But it was really cool. Base camp was really nice. If you've been on Icon, they also have base camp here in Star. But one of the cool things that I actually like was they had like a burger, and it's a smash burger. And it was really, really good. And it's complimentary, guys. The burger and the food there on base camp on Star is complimentary. So if that's something that you're looking, trying to taste all these complimentary items, base camp is one of them. And it's really nice because it's kind of like it's outside, but it has this covered space, and it has chairs, and it has a bar. So it was really, really cool. And then you have Al Loco Fresh, which is all the Mexicans and tacos and burritos and stuff like that. But one of my favorite areas was the Aquadome Market. To be honest with you, I like that feta. It had like the gyro. It had chicken and pork gyros. I also tried the barbecue. I tried some of their and was just me. I don't know if you're that type of person that you like to put like things on your macaroni and cheese. But I told them to put a little bowl of macaroni and cheese, and they had like pulled pork. So I told them to put the little bit of pulled pork on top with the barbecue sauce. Oh my God, that was really, really good. And it's complimentary. So, all of those things are complimentary with your cruise fare. So if that's something that maybe you're planning on, I'll be honest, like I said earlier, I wouldn't do like the specialty dining because there's so many great opportunities and so many options for dining complimentary on that ship. I could see if you want to do something special, maybe you're celebrating, then yeah, I could understand that part. But if not, guys, I wouldn't even bother because there's so many complimentary items on there already. I'm going to see if I bring my business development manager, Kirk, from Royal Caribbean on one of our shows one of these days. And so we can talk to him. And if you have questions about Royal Caribbean and things like that, we'd be more than happy to answer them. And maybe we could give out some Royal Caribbean merch. I'll talk to Kirk about it and see. Ooh, it's all about the merch, It's all about the merch. But yeah, there's so many different complimentary items. The shows are great, like I said. Depending on where you're staying, there's an actual neighborhood that is like specifically for the sweet people. So let me see if I got it. Yep, I got it. I got that one. Thank you so much, Jill. I'll go ahead and I'll text you back. I'm going to text you back this information. I apologize, guys. I just want to make sure that I get her information. Hold on. Hold on, Jill. Okay. I just text you your name so that I can save it, and I'll send it out to you on Saturday. When I send it out, I'll send you a copy of the confirmation number, and that way you can track it as well. And thank you so much, Jill, for your support to the channel. I appreciate you. Um, but yeah, no worries. I got your information. So one of the cool things that I will say that I truly enjoy was all the different activities that they have on the promenade. I will sit there by Giovanni's, like, everybody will have their dinner, and it was like about 9 or 10 o'clock at night, and everybody will be completely done. I will have one of those Giovanni's chairs because it's right next to the promenade, and I would just sit there and watch. They had the silent disco, the Y2K party, the white party. They had all sorts of different parties, and it was just so great to see, the families come together and enjoy and dance, and for every single party they will give out different little things to the kids. My daughter that went with me, she has a bracelet, some other stuff that they say Star of the Seas that they gave to her. I'm not sure if it's good. I'm gonna guess it's probably every trip. I don't know if they did it just for this one, but she had a blast. Let me tell you, my daughter, she's 16, and she had a blast. She truly says, Mom, I really love this cruise. I love the atmosphere, the people. She went to Social 20 because she's 16. So she had her own, club adventure, and she hung out with some girls. And it was just nice to see her enjoy it, because the reason why I took her is because, I sell a lot to families, and I wanted to see if my daughter having that experience, what did she think? What was her thoughts? And she loved it. She enjoyed it. She actually told me, because I took her on Utopia, and she actually enjoyed this one more than she did Utopia. But Utopia is more of a party weekend vibe. This one was more family oriented, if you can say. So it was a completely different vibe altogether, guys. It was great. I like I said, the dueling pianos area, I feel that they need a bigger venue for that. It's just too many people that want to see it. And the problem is it's like in a corner on the promenade, but the people were outside standing and they could see everything, but you're outside standing. So if you're trying to pass by to the elevator banks, it was a problem all the time. Oh my God, let's talk about the elevators on these on Star of the Seas. Loved it. I fell in love with the elevators, guys. I don't know why my hair keeps coming out like that. Um, there's about, let me see, about 11 or 12 elevators, kind of like in a circle, but it's so open that I don't know how many people can fit there. Even on embarkation day, you couldn't feel, when you're in embarkation day, that it takes forever for the elevators to come down, and you're there waiting and waiting and waiting. Not on Star. You press your where you were going, you went to that letter, and boom, bada bing. You were up in the windjammer with no time, or in your cabin, or wherever the heck you were going. It was like flawless. Like, it was crazy how fast these things were, and you didn't even have to wait a whole long time. Now, embarkation was another thing that I was actually surprised, guys, because embarkation, it was like we were inside, from parking to being at the footstep of the door of the promenade, maybe 10 minutes, maybe, if at most, maybe less than that. There were so many people on the working, all the, coming as you're coming in and checking in for your passport. There were just so many people waiting there, and it was like a breeze. You did your passport, you checked in, boom, out the door you went, and next thing you know, you were inside of the cruise. It was crazy. And I'm not talking about that there was like 100 people. No, this ship has 68% of 100. So you're talking about maybe 4,000 people on this ship, and it didn't even feel busy at all. Embarkation and debarkation, because the debarkation was the exact same. We came down and there was like nobody in the promenade. There were some people on the Starbucks getting their last Starbucks before they left. We were one of them, and it was just a breeze. We came down from our room. It was about 8 o'clock when we left our room, and when we got the Starbucks and in the car, we were in the car by no later than 8:30. we were already driving back home. That's how quickly it was. And very seamless, very, very seamless. So I was very, to be honest, and I actually took my luggage with me. I didn't leave it the night before, but it was very seamless. Like, and I was like, wow, this is pretty cool because it's a massive ship. It's not a little ship. And I was very impressed, how quickly they were able to debark that ship and turn it around for the next group of people that were coming, because the next people that were coming were paying passengers. The first one with paying passengers left on August 16, and it'll get here tomorrow. And tomorrow is the naming ceremony with the new godmother. So that's going to be done tomorrow, and that's a sailing for another 3 days. And then that one comes back on, it's from the 20 to the 24, I think it is, and then from the 24 to the 27, and then from the 27 to the 31st, and then that's when it starts sailing 7 days. See, Joe says the debarkation was quick on the Icon as well. It was very seamless, guys. I be honest with you, I was very, very amazed. Like, Royal did a really, really, really good job. Like, everybody was like in and out at no time, no issues with anybody. I tell you, I had an amazing time. Like, I've been to so many different invitations that I have been on, and to be honest with you, this one was flawless. Like, this one was really good. I was just happy to be on Star because I missed the opportunity to go on Icon. I got invited and I was not able to go. And weirdly so, guys, and people don't know this. We were leaving on Wednesday. I got sick on Saturday. I don't know. I was with my daughter. Next thing you know, Saturday evening, I didn't start. I was not feeling good. I started taking medication. Went to the doctor. Did everything that I had to do. I had no. It was no. They did the COVID test, so it was no testing for COVID. My body didn't hurt. It was just a lot of, like, I don't know if it was allergies. I just wasn't feeling it. Like, it was crazy. And Tuesday I was gonna have a live stream. I had to cancel it because I still wasn't feeling good that day, and I was so upset because I wanted to talk with you guys, and I just decided to rest. And Wednesday morning, I said, well, let me see how I wake up on the day of. I was feeling much better, and I'm like, I'm pushing through. There's nothing wrong. They didn't give me any antibiotics. They said to take some Tylenol or whatever, and I went through it. By Wednesday, I got to the ship. I was feeling much better, and it was just gone. It was like a cough, and it was like weird. It was weird because it was like nasally first, then that went away the next day, and then it was a cough, then that went away, and it was just strange. But I don't know what it was. I don't know. It was because sometimes, the stress and being exhausted from everything that I do. I don't know what it was, but I told my husband there is no way that I'm not getting on Star because I couldn't go on an Icon. You don't understand. It was like a lot going. I was going through a lot these past few days, but I'm thankful. First of all, with God that I felt much better, and I was happy that it had nothing to do with COVID or anything like that, because that was my biggest concern. I'm like, oh my God, I might not have to go because of it. I did the testing, everything went fine. So it was just something, I don't know what happened. But I was able to obviously go and enjoy, and I don't know how many. I think we'd have like 3 vlogs. I don't know how long it was. I think I recorded about 6 hours worth altogether. But I also decided that I wanted to also enjoy. So I did most of my work on day one because I got to the ship. It was about 10:30 in the morning when we actually got on. And by 10 o'clock at night, I already had everything that I needed done. So I actually truly enjoyed Star, because I actually enjoyed the perfect day and our sea day. And then we were back. So it was a lot of fun. I know that if I probably missed a whole lot of stuff, not a whole lot, because I had some notes of things that I wanted to check, and most of them I think I missed maybe 4 or 5 items on there. But when I look back, there's a lot of people that don't film like the whole entire ship. I'm not sure if you guys enjoy like filming the whole entire ships, or you guys just like to see, different parts of it. I like to give you guys as much information as I can. I feel that maybe a lot of people might need that information. So help a girl out. Do you guys like the longer, vlogs like that for the whole entire ship? Or do you guys just want, bits and pieces of the area? It's always good to know these things, because I always like to know what the community likes, because maybe we could change our a little bit of our form or style of what we provide to you guys. I'm a more of an informational person, so I like to bring you guys as much as I can. But I don't know. Sometimes I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So yeah, let me know, guys. Let me know what you all think about it. Hello, Mr. John. Welcome to the show, sir. Hello, hello. I had a wonderful time, Mr. John. Whenever you get a chance, I'll give me a call and we'll talk all about it. John is one of my clients, so hello. Say everybody, hi, John. John is actually going to sing. I think it's Singapore. I think you're going to Singapore here shortly. So he's going on a great cruise. I wish I could go with him. He's going a great, great cruise. He's doing a back to back, so he's going to be traveling the world for sure. But yeah, guys, so let me know. I do have an announcement next week. On Tuesday, I will be announcing some good stuff that is coming to the channel. So come back next Tuesday, because we're going to talk about that announcement, and it's going to be magnificent and great. Look at everybody saying hello to John. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you, Mama Nancy and Dave, for that. So next week, we're going to be talking about an announcement. I have other things that I want to share with you guys as well. If there's a topic that you guys would like for me to bring up, let me know. Or if there is a vlogger out there that you guys want me to bring on the show, let me know, because I'm actually working with some people to try and see if I can bring them on. Oh my God, before I let you guys go, I actually met JJ Cruz. If you follow me on Facebook, we took a picture with them. I took a picture with Richard Fain, with Michael Bailey. I took a picture with Bob, that he was the one who did the screenplay of Back to the Future. Um, it was just great. John says, first I'm going to Rome, Italy, back to New York. John is going. He is traveling. So check out my Facebook page. And oh my God, it was so great. JJ Cruz, a shout out to you guys. It was so funny, guys. And I'm going to tell you this little quick story. I was in the Ultimate Family Townhouse, right? And I was making the line to going up to the second floor. And I'm like, oh my God, there's just too many people. And when I looked down, boom, there they were. And I said, oh my God, I knew we were destined to meet. And Jordan looked at me like, who is this chick? And then when I came down and I told him, this is traveling with you. Go, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't recognize you, this, that, the other. We had a blast. Then we chit-chatted a little bit on the casino. We were just there for a little bit talking with Jared and Jordan. Obviously, the ship life was also there. So I talked to Jay from the ship life. I talked to there was another couple. Oh my God. I just saw their vlog today. They're called it was just so many amazing people. Hold on, guys, because I want to make sure I give a shout out to them, because they deserve that shout out. They everybody on that ship. Let me tell you, we here in the community, even if we don't work with each other and things like that, we always, at least me, I always try my best to put everybody's name out there, because you never know. I actually saw Island Time. I have a picture with them, so check out my Facebook. There's a lot of cool people. I actually saw Danny from Hard Travel. So shout out to Danny from Hard Travel. Shout out to Island Time, him and his wife. Also, Addicted to the Mouse, for you guys that are from Disney. I actually met Addicted to the Mouse, and I actually have a picture of them here. Check them out right there. So shout out to them as well. Travel Spree is on there right now. Here's a picture of JJ Cruz and I on the Ultimate Family Townhouse. Oh, here's a picture of the DeLorean. There you guys have it, the DeLorean. Oh my God, just so many great human beings and people from the community. I was super happy to seeing Addicted to the Mouse because I actually found them not so long ago, and I've been watching their vlogs. So shout out to you guys again. Super happy to meet everybody on the ship. Here's a picture for those of you that don't know, Island Time and his wife. There they are. um, I don't know. I took this picture and then I put a picture of me on the bottom, like looking at the little thing. I thought I was really cute. Um, so yeah, check out my Facebook, and there's a lot of pictures there from from the shows, from the different things that I actually watched. So yeah, check them out. Hopefully you guys enjoy. I tell you, I had a blast, and I feel super blessed, not only for the invitation from Royal Caribbean, thank you again, but also because it gives you the opportunity to meet so many great people and network out there. So I actually got to meet other vloggers that I've actually watched here in my home. So I actually got to meet them. So it was very exciting to meet them, and we got to talk to each of them for a little bit. Jay from the ship light, he lives down the street. So Jay, we're friends for a long time. So I didn't take a picture with Jay this time because every time there's plenty of pictures on my Facebook with Jay. But shout out to Jay from the ship live. He has, I think, 3 different channels. I think it's called the travel channel, ship life, and Jay the Nomad. So if you guys don't know Jay, go check him out over there. It's always a pleasure to help other people in the community, and put their names out there as well. That's something that we do here in the community. And it was just a great time spending the time in Star, but also getting to meet like all these other people from the community that do the same exact thing that I'm doing. And they do it with all the love and all the passion that they have for you guys, for the community. It's a lot of work, guys. Um, it's a lot to go out there, to pay, the cruise fare and get everything done for you guys. It's time, that it is time out of our lives that we dedicate for the channel. And I tell you, I love it. I love it every second of the day that I do my travel work or my YouTube. Is something that I'm putting out there for you guys. So thank you so very much, not only for always being here, for the support for the channel. We're going to continue to grow, and I'm just so excited to see what the future holds. And next Tuesday, guys, come back because I actually have an announcement. I was going to announce it today, but that deserves its own show and its own announcement. So next Tuesday, we have a great announcement. So yeah, I can't wait to tell you all about it. But in the meantime, I don't want to go past your time. So thank you so much for being here with me today. I love you guys all to the moon and back. May God bless each and every one of you guys, and I will see you next Tuesday on the next one. For now, toodaloo, guys. Hasta luego. Toodles. Love you guys.